Today I'm going to show you my perfect vlogging rig for the GoPro Hero 7. When you get your GoPro, this is pretty much how it comes. It has no mounting points, it has no tripod mount, anything like that. And it comes in this little protective case, I guess you can say. And all this does is allow you to attach it to other GoPro accessories. It doesn't have a tripod mount on it, it doesn't have a mic mount on it, it doesn't have anything. Now you can't use all the GoPro accessories with this, and they do have tripods and stuff like that. But if you want to use any like normal tripod or accessory like that for any other camera, it won't work. So if we were going to make a vlogging rig with the GoPro, we're going to need a camera cage. A camera cage is basically a metal enclosure that goes around the camera, and it protects the camera, and it also has tons of mounting points and stuff like that too, to mount accessories, screw in different things, pretty much be able to build your camera up as much as you want. Now on Amazon there are tons of camera cages for the GoPro, and most of them are pretty much the same, just under different brand names. The most common ones I found look like this. Now some of them have the back piece that slides on to keep the camera in. Some of them don't have it. I got the one with the back piece because you can just slide the back piece in and then you don't have to worry about the camera falling out of the cage. There's a little screw on the side that lets you tighten it up a little bit to secure the camera in the cage, but I know for sure my camera's not gonna fall out if it has the back piece. So I recommend spending the extra few dollars to get the one with the back piece. And I'll link all the parts that I'm talking about down below in the description box. So on this cage you have a hot shoe mount. So you can mount mics, you can mount lights, or anything else like that that fits on a hot shoe mount. And you also have a 1/4 inch thread at the bottom, which you can mount to tripods and all that stuff too. But they also give you an option to mount this little GoPro accessory on the bottom of it too. So if you want to use the GoPro accessories that you normally have, you have the normal port to fit with those. Also on the front you have a 52mm thread for any filters that you might want to add on your lens. All of the ports are accessible, so you can slide open the doors on the side. You can reach every input that you need to reach. The screen is fully usable, and all the mics and stuff like that are not blocked, so it pretty much covers the entire camera and allows you to mount things to it without losing any of the functionality of the camera. So as a starting point, you're going to want to get a GoPro cage. Without the cage, nothing else I tell you after this will matter. Now that the GoPro is in the cage, we can go ahead and build up the setup. Now I chose to leave on the GoPro mount. There's a 1/4 20-inch thread at the bottom, just like at the bottom of any other camera on this cage. But I left the mount on for a very specific reason, and I'll get to that soon. The next piece you need is a cheese plate. And a cheese plate is basically a piece of metal that's full of screw holes. The screw holes range in sizes, and it pretty much leaves it up to you to do whatever you want with it. What I chose to do is mount a GoPro adapter onto the cheese plate that fits with the one on the bottom of the camera. So that way it fits into the adapter just like it would any other GoPro accessory. Now I could have screwed the GoPro directly into the cheese plate with the 1/4 inch thread on the bottom, but the reason why I did not do that is because if I ever wanted to use this with another GoPro accessory, I would have to unscrew the cage from the foundation and then put this little piece on just to put it into a mount that's for the GoPro. So by having it set up like this, I can have the GoPro on my vlogging rig, take it off the vlogging rig, and put it directly onto another GoPro accessory without losing any time or anything like that. It just slides out of this, slide right into my vlogging rig. So it saves me time, it's very convenient, and it works in all situations. Okay, this is the setup so far, and our next problem is audio. To get audio into a GoPro, you need a GoPro adapter. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no third-party accessory that you can use. You have to get the GoPro adapter. The problem is a GoPro adapter is a very awkward device. It has a very short, hard cable, and there's really nowhere to put the thing. So the solution that I came up with is I have a piece of industrial Velcro on the bottom side of the cheese plate that I also attach to the bottom of the GoPro mic adapter. So what I do is I attach the mic adapter with the wire facing forward at the bottom of the cheese plate adapter, and then I can go ahead and plug in the mic adapter just like this. Now when you first get it, the wire is very stiff, so it might be a little hard to get it there at first, but once you have it there for a while, the cable pretty much stays there without any tension, and it's not pulling extra hard or anything on the GoPro. It's pretty much formed in that shape, so it's pretty good. You don't have to worry about it coming loose. Now that you have the mic adapter plugged up, you would assume that you can go ahead and hook up your mic. But the problem is I use the Rode Video Micro, and when you put it on top of the camera, the GoPro shoots very wide, so you usually end up seeing the bottom of the windscreen. Now you can take the windscreen off, but if you're outside vlogging, you probably want the windscreen to stay on. So the solution to that is to raise the height of the microphone. To do that, all I use is a monitor adapter, the same kind of monitor adapter that you would put on top of the camera to hold an external monitor, anything like that. I just mount this on top of the GoPro rig and screw it down, and what it does is allow me to mount the mic higher up on the GoPro so it doesn't hang over the front into the lens. So this is how it looks with the mic mounted. And also with this adapter, I'm able to turn the mic around in any direction. So if I want the audio to be recorded from in front of me, I can turn it this way, and if I want to record myself talking while pointing the camera forward, I can point it this way as well. So you go ahead and plug that up in the back. At the bottom of the adapter, you have the plug for the mic. And that's that. Next up, you need some kind of grip to hold on to your rig, and since we have a cheese plate at the bottom, you have a plethora of holes to screw in your tripod. And I have a handheld tripod that doubles as a hand grip and opens up to a tripod like that. And also the head is repositionable, so I can position the camera however I want as well. So if I want to put the GoPro down on the ground and have it angled or something like that, I can do that with this tripod. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to screw it into one of the random holes at the bottom, because it really does not matter. You have many to choose from. And there it is, bam. And this pretty much sums up the whole rig. I wanted something that was versatile, something that can change out quickly. If I wanted to take the camera out, all I have to do is unplug the cable and slide the little door up, and then the GoPro slides right out of the back. So you could ditch the entire vlogging setup by just taking out the camera, or you can take it apart and put it on different accessories and stuff as you need it. So if you wanted to mount just the upper half onto another GoPro accessory, you could just unscrew the screw. If you wanted to mount it onto a tripod or something, then I would unscrew this tripod and put the tripod mount onto the cheese plate. If I wanted to just walk around with the GoPro as it is, I can just slide the GoPro out the back. So everything is really versatile and really quick and easy to use. Also, when I am shooting with the GoPro outside in sunny conditions, I use a ND filter, a variable ND filter, and what this allows me to do is to cut down on the amount of sunlight so the shutter speed of the camera is lower. I have a video all about the perfect camera settings for the GoPro, so you can check that out at the link above. This mounts right onto the lens thread, and it cuts down on the amount of sunlight just by turning the dial. So when it's sunny, I just turn the dial until it's dark enough to cut down on the appropriate amount of sunlight. All in all, it's a pretty simple rig. It's quick, it's easy, and it allows me to use the GoPro quickly, just like it's intended to be, with no hassle or anything like that. And I still have full access to all of the other GoPro accessories and stuff like that while it's in this cage. So I hope this helped you guys out. I will leave links down below to as many of these things that I use as possible, and I hope this video was helpful. Please give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys next time.